Hi everyone, let's talk about trust. It's something we all crave, that deep belief in another person. I used to think trust was simple, like an open door. You trust completely with all your heart. That's how I was, especially with someone close to me. I won't name names, but let's just say I thought we were connected at the soul. We shared everything. Secrets whispered late at night, dreams for the future. This person knew me inside and out, or so I believed. I trusted them implicitly, never imagining they could hurt me. Looking back, I see how naive I was. But we all make mistakes, right? The thing about trust is, it makes you vulnerable. You're opening yourself up, showing your true self. And that's a beautiful thing, but it also comes with risks. I learned that the hard way. My trust, so freely given, was shattered. It wasn't a dramatic explosion, more like a slow, agonizing realization. The person I thought I knew, the one I trusted blindly, wasn't who I thought they were. Betrayal is a funny thing. It doesn't always come with flashing lights and loud sirens. Sometimes it creeps in silently, like a thief in the night, stealing your peace of mind and leaving you with a heart full of questions. It started with small things, little white lies that I brushed aside. But then the lies grew bigger, more frequent. The trust I had so readily offered was being chipped away, piece by piece. The pain was unbearable, a dull ache that settled deep within me. I remember feeling lost, adrift in a sea of my own emotions. How could someone I trusted so deeply hurt me like this? Was I really that blind? The self-doubt was crippling. I questioned everything, myself most of all. Heartbreak can feel like the end of the world. You're drowning in sadness, anger, confusion. At least, that's how it felt for me. For a while, I let those negative emotions consume me. But then something shifted. I realized I had a choice to make. Stay stuck in the pain or pull myself out. I chose myself. I decided to focus on healing, on rediscovering who I was outside of that broken trust. And that meant spending time alone. Now, I know some people fear solitude, but for me, it became a sanctuary. I started journaling, pouring out all my feelings onto the page. I reconnected with old hobbies, things that brought me joy. I went for long walks in nature, breathing in the fresh air and feeling the sun on my skin. It was in those moments of solitude that I began to heal. Section 4. The Strength Within. Discovering Self-Love. Solitude became my teacher, showing me the power of my own company. I learned to enjoy my own thoughts, to find comfort in silence. I started to see how much I had neglected myself while putting all my energy into that broken trust. It was time to change that. I began practicing self-care, not just bubble baths and face masks, but real deep self-love. I started listening to my body, nourishing it with healthy food and exercise. I set boundaries, learning to say no to things that drained my energy. I rediscovered my passions, the things that set my soul on fire. I started painting again, losing myself in the vibrant colors and bold strokes. I volunteered at an animal shelter, finding solace in the unconditional love of furry friends. With each passing day, I felt myself growing stronger, more resilient. I was no longer defined by the betrayal, but by my own strength and resilience. Section 5. Thriving in Solitude. A newfound freedom. There's a certain freedom that comes with being alone. It's the freedom to be completely yourself, without judgment or expectations. You're free to explore your own thoughts and feelings, to discover who you truly are at your core. And that's a powerful thing. I started embracing my independence. I traveled solo, exploring new cities and immersing myself in different cultures. I took on new challenges, pushing myself outside of my comfort zone. And you know what? It felt amazing. Don't get me wrong. I still believe in love and connection. But I've learned that the most important relationship you'll ever have is the one you have with yourself. When you love and respect yourself, you attract people who do the same. You learn to set boundaries, to protect your heart without closing yourself off to the world. Section 6. Your Journey to Strength. Join the movement. My journey taught me that while trust is important, blind trust can be dangerous. It's okay to be cautious, to guard your heart, and it's okay to choose yourself, to walk away from relationships that no longer serve you. Solitude isn't about being alone. It's about being at peace with yourself. It's about finding strength and happiness within. It's about embracing your own company and realizing that you are enough, just the way you are. So go ahead, embrace your solitude, discover the power within you, and never be afraid to choose yourself. If my story resonated with you, hit that like button and share it with someone who needs to hear this message. And don't forget to subscribe for more inspiring content, because together we can empower each other to live our best lives.